Hello, Sen Mackie. How are you? Let's pop over to the screen so you can see me. Hello, hello. I'm back. I'm alive. Let's see. Thank you for liking the stream. Let me see. I'm actually gonna take my headphones off. If there's any issues with audio, let me know, but I'm just gonna pop those off so y'all can have some background noise, but it's not too loud in my ears. I'm good, and you? I'm glad to hear it. I'm also doing pretty good. We're having a pretty chill day today. Let me take this off. I left my watch on. That's gonna be annoying for drawing. There we go. Much better. Yeah, having a pretty chill day. To be honest, I haven't done much. That's kind of embarrassing to think about. I mean, I did some stuff in the morning, I guess, but since I got back, I haven't really... Is it this screen? No, this one's way too small. This screen. There we go. I've just kind of been chilling today. So, I got started on this little sketch. Cutie. So this will actually be art for my next YouTube video. I'm hoping to get that up soon. I just have to, in order to edit it, I kind of need the art for it. So we're gonna be working on that. Oh right, I left a note for myself because I wanted to move this headpiece over. So, what was I saying? Whoa, I already lost track. Ah, okay. But anyways, you already look so cute. Thank you. I guess, I don't know why I self-corrected. She is also good. They use all pronouns. Any pronouns. So, yay, I'm so glad. It was this way, right? Yes. I'm so used to correcting for people using any pronouns other than they for Chris that I forgot this character uses any pronouns. I think that's correct. Let's see. I'm gonna be doing a lot of flipping. I think that's okay. It's like a little off to the side still, but... no, it's still off to the side, right? Oh, but they're... Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. If it's so bad, then why is the word pro and procrastinate so true? I'm such a pro at procrastinating, I do it every single day. What's that? We can call it perspective if it's not perfectly centered, right? I almost read procrastinate as procreate, actually, and I feel like that's also accurate. Okay. Yippee, yippee. The hands are scuffed. Don't worry about the hands. I'm gonna fix it. But basically what we're gonna do is dance. Basically, I just wanna... I'm struggling because, like, I did this as, like, a rough sketch, and then I'm cleaning up the rough sketch, but cleaning up is also my line art, so I wanna, like, make everything perfect, but that's not possible unless I do another pass over it. So, I'm probably gonna be, like, complaining, as usual. Because I'll be like, oh, it doesn't look right, and it's like, it doesn't look right because you're trying to line a really messy sketch. I think that's okay. Yeah, that looks fine. Yippee! Why can't I, like, speak today? It's all, I need to figure out this shoulder situation. I have no idea what that's gonna look like. But what if I don't want to? Teehee. Basically, what we're gonna do is dance. Does that look okay? I have like all kinds of tangents in this, bro. It's pissing me off. This little hair piece has been tangenting with... First it was with this, with the side of the face, and now it's with the neck. Like, ugh, I moved it and it's still not working. I think that'll be good. Ugh. No, I hate it. Ugh. That's gonna have to be fine. I'm I'm gonna have to live with it. It'll be fine. But yes, so this is a character that I have not shared here on YouTube. But if you follow me on Blue Sky, you might have seen this design sketch of them. Yee. So I'm gonna be talking more about them in my next video. You're gonna get to learn all about them. They're so cutie patootie and I adore them. But basically they are a nurse and they're very cute and you love them and they love you. OC lore epic, yes. But so you love them and they love you, but they're very professional, so they're like, oh, I kind of have a crush on this patient, but like I'm not gonna do anything about it. Like it's fine. And so unless you are the one to like what is the word? Unless you're the one to like approach them and actually like build up the courage to ask them out in this dating sim. I didn't mention it's a dating sim, but I figured context clues. Then they will just like move on and assume that you don't like them. So you kind of have to like push through your treatment and build up the courage at the end once you're being discharged to like ask them out and be like, Chiyu, the truth is I really like you. And they're like, oh, I like you too, what a coincidence. Haha, that's so funny. They're like a little bit of a dumbass. I love them. They're like, that's the thing, they're so smart, but they're also like a little bit of a dumbass. I'm very endeared by Chiyu. Let me see, does that look okay? I feel like the collar should be higher. It's looking very small because I'm going off of this dress design. I'm just gonna cut it shorter like this. So I think I want to cut the collar higher. Maybe I can just grab it and move it. It just, they look like they have a giraffe neck right now. I feel like that didn't help. Basically what we're gonna do is dance. I'm so sorry. You guys have like actual music playing and I'm not listening to it, so I'm just like trying to fill the space, but you are hearing music. Like, let me see. Oh. The doorbell. The Dory doorbell? I'll let someone else handle that. Okay, how do I wanna, oh my god. It would help if I had like figured out the anatomy of the body and then I could draw the collar over the neck. How do I want to do this right now? Ooh, buddy. Ooh, boy. Basically what we're gonna do is dance. Let's see, because this is like here, and this is like the shoulder, so yeah. Tee, something like that. How's that? It's like a little harsh, but maybe the collar can cover that transition. Like if I put the collar like there. Yeah, I think that'll be a good height. Tee-hee. Ugh. Oh my god. Something like that. It feels somehow too big. Like that. Have you ever had a dream that you had that you could let me see. My brain is just like on overdrive for no reason right now. Ah! I hate when my pen does that. Okay, fine. I don't know how I feel about this, like, overlapping line. This, I might just lower the shoulders a little bit, because I don't love how that looks. But then they're gonna have, like, no chest. There's gonna be a lot of door creaking noises. Only a flawed crafter blames their tool. Damn, what a roast. I've never heard that before. That looks better, right? Yeah. I think it sells the idea that it's a high collar more. High karawaka. I think, yeah. I have that from a Tomska skit. Am I cringe if I say I don't think I've ever watched a Tomska video? Teehee. Something like... Yeah, exactly. Who's Tomska? Like, I've heard the name, but I don't actually remember what that person does. Something like that. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. Probably. Like that. I think that's right. Oh yeah, like that. Like a, yeah. He made, oh, ASDF movie and a bunch of other comedy skits. Oh, got you. Their arm looks too skinny. I think I fucked up somewhere. Probably by not cleaning up this sketch before I tried to line it. Something does not look right. Crying in my car. Crying in my car right after. That's not how it goes, but... I think it would have to be like more out. Yeah, I think I have to... Damn it, now I'm gonna have that stuck in my head. Crying in my car right after a beer. Sounds like a normal Tuesday to me. Hey, that bob is shaped like a rough sketch. I'm crying. I don't want to make it too, like, if I do it like that, I think that's just Michaela's sleeve, isn't it? Isn't that just Hexenhouse coded? I think it has to be like more of a, like how I did it here. It's like a very in and out, or out and in. In and out is the burger chain. Okay. Oh, something like that. That's not bad, that's not bad. DUI, how about you die? Yeah, okay. Should I do like a, I feel like I should do like a little ribbon, like a, not ribbon, but you know what I mean? Like where it goes like that. But it doesn't do that anywhere else, so then it might look weird. Because I like to have similar shapes along different parts of the design, but because I don't want it to just like cut off, but maybe that's fine. Can't wait to finish doing my dishes and not have to dry my hands to type every time. I appreciate the effort, damn. Hexenhouse one, how do you say this? Majir Drasen enters the room. I'm assuming that's also German, right? It sounds German. Actually, yeah, I think if I just curve it like that, that might be cute. I just have to figure out the width of their arm. It's gonna be like this. This is like huge. It's also not positioned correctly, which is a rip on my part. I think I'm gonna have to like move this arm, TBH. Let me just like grab it and like break it. I think I'm gonna have to do like a quick little distort here. But I want the hands to be where they are. The arm is too long. Something's not right. Something's definitely not right. Maybe you're gonna break their arm. Damn, Kiri, that's cruel. I know. It's for science. Maybe if I like just tilt it more this way, and that way I have more room for the arm to come out and up. I think that might help. That looks so wrong. What? What? No, what the fuck am I doing? This looks so wrong. Hello? I'm America. I am confusion. I'm so confused. How do I put the hands here? Where do I bend the arms? If the arms are coming here, do I just push this out, this elbow out more and this up more? Will that fix it? I think that's better. That's better. Something like that. Maybe you can do those Adventure Time arms. That's what I do to avoid that. So true. To just make it Lavender Town core and just do little noodle arms. Remember, kids, saying it's for science before doing anything removes any responsibility from your actions. Yeah, I'm just gonna like go break a random guy's arm for science. It's fine. Not even like my OC, like I'm just gonna go like walk out my front door onto the street and go break a random guy's arm. We're not friends, I don't know him. We're just like, it's a science experiment. Trust. That still looks so bad. What the fuck? What do I do? I think maybe I'm trying to like bend it the way that it doesn't go. Maybe? Something is not correct. What do I do? Maybe I just need to like, hold on. What? Hold on. Yes, I am the most annoying person on earth. How did you know? Like that? If I literally just like push it out? I think that's better. I'm trying to like mime it. Like, how would I do this pose? It doesn't have to be that far out. Maybe... Yeah. I feel like that's correct, but it's somehow not. Okay, I think... Like, if I do this pose in real life, like, that is where my hand stops, that is about where my elbow stops, but it looks wrong. Why does it look wrong? And then that... As someone who is not an artist, it feels like I'm watching a firefighter forget how to use a fire extinguisher. Unfortunately, I'm an artist, but not an anatomy student, so I never know like how to position the body. I can draw all the individual parts, I just really can't put them together, which is why sometimes I draw like a really good face and then I can't attach a neck or body to it, or sometimes I draw like a crazy body but I can't figure out how to place a head on top of it, and it's really tragic. Hold on. I'm just like looking at myself. I have a TV monitor in front of me, so I can just like look at my reflection and try to figure it out. Okay, the hands are too big. That might help if I shrink the hands. This is a separate layer, right? If I shrink the hands and walk into the river and die, I want it to be like up a little bit by the face. I know there's nothing happening on screen right now. I'm trying to figure it out. Here, let me shrink the hands a little bit. I think that'll be better. I don't even know. Is that better? I think so. And then just like wrench this whole thing like up and over a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay. Just inexplicable car noises. I'm so sorry. I was thinking of the... Do you know the meme where it's the girl crying but she sounds like a car taking off? Hello. Okay, I think that's better. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's better. This looks insane if you, like, don't have my eyes. I know what I'm looking at, and that's what's important. Okay, so we'll go with that. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause... Okay, that's... yeah. I'm just gonna keep saying yeah until I convince myself. Okay. 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 Sure. I still need to figure this out. The whole reason I was doing this was so I could draw the sleeve with... Okay, it's gonna be like there and like just a little bit more out. Something like that. Why does it still look weird? Why does it still look weird? Hold on. Okay, so it's gonna be like there and then like there. The rare times where I draw stuff, I always draw some funky little freak, so I never have to worry about accurate anatomy before. I do love the term funky little freak, because I too love to draw a funky little freak. I honestly find it very freeing to draw non-human characters, because I can just draw whatever and not worry too much about, like, perfect anatomy. But when I'm drawing people, I, like, freak myself out. I'm like, no, it needs to be literally perfect. But I do have some funky little freak OCs. I have, let me see if I can draw him on the spot. I have a little, like, rabbit OC. I haven't drawn him in, like, forever. But he's not actually a rabbit. Like, he looks like a rabbit, but he's not a rabbit. He has, like, a star. What's his eyes do? It's like this. Oh, I don't remember exactly what he looks like. Something like that. And then he just has, like... like that. He doesn't have a tail. He has like a scarf. Like a little neck scarf. And then he has like a big ol' hammer to kill and hit people with. Yeah, there he is. This is Splat by OC. Peak. Thank you. There we go. You get a quick doodle. I know him. He tried to sell me illegal goods. Shh. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Look at him. Do you see this guy? He's just like a friendly little guy. He would never sell you drugs. He would never. And if he did, you wouldn't tell anyone about it, right? Wink, wink. No, you wouldn't. Because he's just a silly little guy. He could never do something like that. Okay, we're gonna call that the arm, I think. Oh! It's not my favorite arm I've ever drawn. Something still looks very strange. This person looks like they've been stretched out like taffy. Their arms are too long. Counterfeit merch, on the other hand, oh no. That splat might do. That splat might do. Let's think about it. If this is the shoulder, and then this is the arm, like that's correct, I think. Might be a little wrong, but like overall that's correct. So why does it feel wrong? The arm or the elbow lands around your waist, or like, yeah, around your waist, and that's where it is. I don't understand why this looks so wrong. Actually, that arm angle, that upper arm angle looks better. This. So I might go off of that and redraw the sleeve. I think I'll do that. Here we go. Here we go. Maybe? Are things happening finally? Wait, I didn't. Okay. Like that. Yeah. Okay. That's something. Oh. Oh my goodness. Still can't draw a line to save my life. It always takes me like 4 tries. Okay. Hey. That's a thing. Wow. I'm not a complete failure. Holy shit. I love that Splat's just like gonna bonk them in the head right now. I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's really cute. I love Splat. They're the goat. Actually, I was gonna say they're the rabbit, but they're not that either. Oh, Splat. Let's see, is the music too loud? It looks loud in OBS compared to my voice. Okay. And then this has like a parting line about there. Yeah. I'm the best. Okay. This is gonna be so freaking cute. Just wait. Just wait while I agonize over every little detail and scream at my iPad. I need to design like a border for when I'm streaming art, because it's just like black on the sides and it pisses me off. Is this dev related? Kind of, yes. This is a character that I designed for a dating sim. So I'd been working on this dating sim for like months, and I had never sat down and like designed them, so this is the design that I came up with, this dress design and this like hair and stuff. So I'm doing like, I'm calling it a portrait of them just to like get their design down. And this will be featured in my next YouTube video. So I'm gonna talk about this character and their game and all the hell that I went through. So, yeah. Off topic, but the Night Sword hallway or sword tunnel has a smaller hitbox now. Yes, I heard it got nerfed, which I'm very glad about. So maybe soon I can, maybe soon I can come back and try to continue my fight against the knight. Although I don't know because I was in the middle of the save file, I don't know if the patch will apply to that save file or how it works. It looks good, thank you! I just got finished with my GMTK entry, so I've got visual novels on the brain. OMG, I did not participate, but that is so exciting. What did you submit? Like, what kind of game did you make? Oh, there we go. I've been kind of, I was gonna say slacking, that's rude to myself. I've been busy, so I haven't been participating in game jams or deving as much as I would like to. But, always excited to see people participating in cool jams and community events. Wait, how many characters are gonna be dateable? So, I'm gonna talk about it in my, video. I feel like I'm, like, leading y'all on, but, basically, what we're gonna do is dance. Basically, the idea that I had was I really wanted to make a game quickly. Double ha. So my concept was, what kind of game can I create that will just have one love interest, like one setting, like as few assets and like complicated story things as possible. So the concept was just to have this character whose name is Chiyu, that's C-H-I-Y-U, as the sole romanceable character. Yeah. I adore them. They're so lovely. I was actually planning to do like a main game for them and then also like a DLC patch as well, but I don't know, should I just like spoil my video? Tee. I did a visual novel where you're an antisocial teen in the 1980s and you have to make friends at a summer camp called Camp Socialize. That's really funny. Oh, I love that. What is your game called? Maybe I'll play it on stream. That sounds so cute. Is it a visual? It is a visual novel. It said I did a visual novel. Oh, that's so cool. And you did that for GMTK? Isn't GMTK like super short? I'm assuming you did it as like a team or something, right? That looks okay, right? Yeah. This part is like way wider than this part, but we'll call it style. We'll call it artistic license. It's called Camp Socialize. Wait, let me actually like look this up. I'll leave you guys with Chiyu to look at for a second. Camp Socialize. Game. OMG. There's such a cute concept. Oh, this looks so adorable! GMTK Game Jam 2025. Oh my gosh, your itch page is like nice with like the little Polaroids. That's cute. Okay, oh, you basically soloed it, looks like. Damn, let me follow you. And then add to collection. That is so cool. I did it by myself with no programming experience, but I learned. You so learned. I'm so proud of you. Made in 4 days is crazy, and it's your first attempt at programming. That is so much work for 4 days. It looks like the backgrounds are like photos with a filter, which I so understand. I can't stand backgrounds, but you have like custom UI, like a custom text box and everything. How did you have time for all of this? Did you sleep? I made it in 2 days because I had work. Are you insane? Participating in a game jam with no prior experience is such a boss move. Teehee, thank you. I did that too when I first started. Oh my god, Ari, I'm so impressed. You're crazy. I definitely have to play this. Oh my god, I'm so proud of you. That is so cool. If I did backgrounds, I would have never finished it. Exactly, I totally... I would not recommend trying to do backgrounds in 2 days alongside UI, sprites, writing, and programming. No, I totally understand. Holy crap, though. That is so impressive. Like, huge props to you. I just assumed it was gonna be something you did as part of a team. Like, that's crazy. I want to go back and do some drawn backgrounds. Ooh, I do love doing a post-jam update. If you have the time and the passion, that would definitely be fun to add in. Y'all are so talented. I started my VN in January and all I did was 610 lines of code and nothing else. But that's more than 0. That's more than 10. That's more than 100. That's more than 500. So you know what? I'm proud of you too, said Mackie. I'm proud of everyone who tries a new skill. And you know what? Most of the time, you're not going to finish your first game, or if you finish it, it's not going to be that good. Most of the time. So it's okay if, like, you start a project and you don't finish it, as long as you learn something from it. I'm so proud of all of you! Yeah, I mean, my first project, well, my first RimPy project was years ago, and I was never gonna finish that thing. But I learned how to use the program. And then my first project before Spooktober last year was a prototype that I never ended up finishing, but I learned so much from, and because of my knowledge from that, I was able to join Spooktober, I was able to start my YouTube channel, all of that. So, like, do not put yourself down for only doing this much or not finishing a game or all of that, because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn something. Your entry is only 860 lines, you see? A game does not have to be super long to be valid, to be worthy of praise, to be awesome. Are you planning on doing Spooktober this year? I believe I am. As of right now, I am. I did a quick stream the other day, kind of planning and talking about it. Originally, I was actually not going to join Spooktober this year, but I changed my mind because my current project, I've just been having such a hard time, like, buckling down and finishing, even though it's, like, fully outlined. I just have to, like, sit down and write it, but for Spooktober this year, I decided, you know what? Knowing myself, if I set, like, if I sit down and do a game jam with, like, you know, a time pressure, that's gonna help a lot. So what I'm gonna do, this pinky doesn't work. What I'm gonna do is I want to, during this Spooktober, work on an ordinary week at the Higginbottom Manor, which, if y'all remember, is what I refer to as the butler game, where you play as a butler and take care of, like, a young noble boy, and try to keep him from noticing that, like, literally everyone wants his ass dead. So what I'm thinking of doing for Spooktober this year is, rather than, like, solo deving the whole game in a month, which is what I've done twice and been low-key unhappy with the art results of, I'm gonna spend the month doing just writing and programming. And I'm gonna write and program the whole game. And then in the month or 2 after the jam, I would like to make the art with less pressure, less time pressure. And I would like to set up, oh, that's too long, that's a pinky. I would like to set up a free demo in the month or 2 after the jam, to have that out, so that maybe a month or 2 after that, I can get the full game out. That's a very ambitious plan, but that is my plan. So I will... My plan is, like, I will write the whole game and code the whole game during Spooktober, but I will only do the art for the demo in the following 1 to 2 months, and, like, set up all the music and art and extra stuff in the following 1 or 2 months, so that I can have a demo out. And then after the demo, if I can continue with the same Steam, then I will finish the art and sound, etc. for the rest of the game and put out my first commercial game. So that is my plan. And I'm hoping that it, it goes well. Hold on, let me read my sketch. What the hell did I do? This was originally one of these hands. Okay. Okay. You think that's gonna be your next jam? Ooh, exciting! I do like the theme for Spooktober. I like, well, not the theme, because I don't think that's been revealed, but like, the fact that it's like Halloween. I really like the spooky vibes. What are you thinking of making? Do you have any plans yet, or? Because, Higginbottom Manor was actually one of my original ideas for Spooktober. I came up with, like, a whole long list. I had narrowed it down to 3, and 2 of those were Unring the Bell and Higginbottom Manor. So it's kind of full circle. Did you make a submission for the O2A2? I did not. To be honest, O2A2, when I read, like, the description, I was like, this is just not for me. I was like, this is not my vibe. And it may be your vibe, and that is totally valid, but I was like, I don't know. It just felt like, for what? You know what I mean? I have a concept already, but it's a little convoluted to explain. That's so valid. Can't wait for you to make $1 Kirilian dollars. Thank you so much. That's cute. Is that right? I think that's fine. Like, does it make sense? No. That looks fucked. It did feel a bit restricting, but it was fun for small scope ideas. Yeah, totally. I think the biggest thing for me was just like, the idea of like one sprite, which is possible. It is possible, but I wasn't sure to what degree, like, is it only one expression or can you have multiple? I've seen people do both. And if I was reading it as, like, you can only have one sprite, period, then I was like, I'm not into that, you know? Do they have 3 fingers right now? They sure do. Shoot, what did I do in my sketch? You can have multiple expressions? Okay. What were the O2A2 restrictions? If I remember correctly, so O2A2 is one of any kind, or one of any asset, sorry. So it was 1,000 words, which definitely was not my vibe. It was like only one sprite, apparently including multiple expressions, or instead of only one sprite, only one CG. Only one background, only one sound effect or music loop. Like, it was basically just like you have to economize. And I was just not super into it. Okay, I see what I'm doing. I'm just like pulling it up too high. Something like that. So that you can see the other finger behind it. There we go. 1K words, 1 background, 1 sprite, 1 CG, but you can't use background and sprite if you're using CG, and the rest were like you said. Yeah. It's a cool concept, but it was just like not for me. I was like, I don't know about this. If it had been like a different jam, I might have joined, but that one specifically was like not my style. Yeah, it seems like a challenge. Yeah, it's like, game jams are already a challenge run type of thing. And then, why am I struggling so much? I already drew the hand. I already did the hard part. I just can't do it again. This looks so fucked. Why does this look so weird? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me just do exactly what's in my sketch and try instead of trying to like editorialize here. Oh god. Something like that. And then like another one. Oh, that looks, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, yeah. Okay, okay. Like if it's only one of those restrictions, it might have been easier. I agree. I have seen some cool submissions for it, but I don't know. For me, when I'm already trying to do game dev on top of like jobs or on top of like other daily responsibilities, it's like, is that really how I wanna, do I really wanna make it even harder for myself? Okay, this angle is wrong. Oh! This angle is wrong. There, like that. I think that works. As someone who's not a game developer, I have no idea what half of the words said actually mean, but I'm happy to fill the role as the clueless one. Thank you for being here, OSV. Oh, Dead Valley, sorry, I wasn't missing your, I was missing your messages. I just saw you pop in. How's the stream? Is it just me or are you making that finger too long? Probably. I'm having a hard time with all the fingers right now. They're bad. She looks like the angel from Helltaker? Let me see. I guess the appeal is there's no pressure to make a million assets. Yeah, like, on one hand, it's easier in terms of, like, game jam, prioritizing, because for me, art takes forever in a game jam, which is why I'm not going to do art this Spooktober, so I can actually have time to focus on the coding. But on the other hand, it's such a restriction that, like, I don't find it fun to make art, or to make a game for something so restricted personally. Which is why I'm so excited for Spooktober. Yippee! I'm glad everyone's joining Spooktober. That's so fun. Y'all need to share your creations with me, teehee. They do look like the angel a bit. Azazel? I don't know how to pronounce it. Azazel? Azazel? Let me see. Helltaker... Azazel? I'm looking them up right now. Oh, this Helltaker. Oh, I see. Oh, the hair a little bit. I see what you mean, where it has the across bangs and then like the flare out at the bottom. I see. You're not wrong. Oh, this character's cute. It is kind of the same hairstyle, which I'm not mad about at all. Definitely not mad about that. Honestly, when I was sketching them earlier, I was like trying to draw their hair and I was like, they look like a squid. Don't they look a little bit like in Splatoon when you play an Octoling and they display your like your icon, it looks like this. They look like an Octoling icon. I think they're very cute. Bruh. Why bruh? Is it because I'm Splatoon build? Because I am, but like... No, I'm very excited for Spooktober. It's kind of freaky deaky, because like... I was like, what is that layer? Oh yeah, it's Splat. As an Octoling player based. See, I'm a poser because I am an Inkling player, but I do really like Octolings. I just don't play as them for some reason. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like a squid or jellyfish if you squint. Yeah! Do you see? Do you see? They're so cutie patootie. I almost drew an Ahoge. They don't even have an Ahoge, but they would be cute with one. Inklings on top. Ooh, now we've started a war in the chat. Okay. I don't know if I should encourage factions like that. I don't think Inklings or Octolings, either one are better than the other. We can coexist. It's like that bumper sticker that says coexist and it's drawn with like different religious symbols. Coexist. I see no difference since I never played Splatoon. Y'all should get on Splatoon, it's so fun. under the hat. Yeah, maybe their hoge is just like hidden under here and it's like really tiny. Okay, that's cute. I feel like I should draw a thumb in here so you can know that they have a thumb. They do in fact have thumbs, they're just like hidden. I don't know, where would the thumb go? Ugh, not like that. Oh, that's so small. Thank you, Kiri, for not starting a race war! Is that Jax? The thumb makes it less uncanny. Okay, then I'll include a thumb. It is not Jax, that's my OC, who I designed way before Amazing Digital Circus came out. This is a very quick doodle of my OC. They're just a silly little guy that likes blood and violence. Much like Jax, honestly. Maybe Gooseworks copied me. How big should this thumb be? I don't know. What does a thumb look like, guys? Like that? That's better. How silly. Yes! They are very silly. I adore them. Actually, I think his pronouns were he, it. I'm just using they, them because I can't remember, but I think his pronouns were he, it. He, they, he, it. Something like that. He's just a little guy. Just a little guy that likes blood and violence. Imagine this is a blood splatter. Tee. It just looks like a 4-leaf clover. Gooseworks projected that idea from your head into hers with her iconic mind powers. Exactly. Ah yes, your new pronouns, that and it. I mean, could be. That's pronouns are kind of a slay. I don't know if anyone uses those, but there's an idea for you. Like, this is my new friend, and that likes the color red. Like, damn. That sounds crazy, I love it. Okay. We're vibing. Why is this kind of looking clean? Hello? Hello? I'm like twirling my hair. Why does this kind of look decent? Okay. We're vibing. I just keep opening the layers tab to make sure I'm on the right one. Okay, let me see. This would be kind of like there, maybe? Yeah. Artist surprised when artwork looks good. That's just every art stream of mine, honestly. Because I don't trust myself. Oh fuck, how do I do this arm? But this is a character for one of your game ideas? Yes. This is a character that I came up with for a dating sim idea. They're a silly little nurse. Oh, that's not right. They're a silly little nurse that takes care of you while... I had this idea, right? I had this idea that, like, your player character gets in, like, just the most horrific accident and they're in, like, a full body cast. But this nurse is so, like, peppy and bubbly and they're just like, I'm here to take care of you. And you're just like, So yeah. It's a dating sim and you fall in love with them. And they fall in love with you, but they're very professional, so they're like, I'm not gonna do anything about this unless you, like, go out of your way to, like, ask them on a date. A top 10 compilation, artist happy from own artwork, wholesome. Mumbling noises from inside a mountain of cast. Exactly. Chiyu walks up to you and they're like, Tee, hello, good morning. Oh, does my hair look okay? I just got it cut. And you're like, oh, thank you. You like my hair clips? That's so sweet of you. Oh no. New challenge. Take a shot for every time the word silly or teehee was said in this stream. Please don't do that. I don't want to be responsible for your death. That's called for alcohol poisoning. They remind me of Pearl. Ooh, I can see that. I can see that. I don't even know if it's the visuals or the personality or both, but I get it, you know? Hold on. Hold on. I guess it needs to be like out. Yeah, if I do it out. Or if I do it in. I think it has to be out. Ugh. Eh. You will become God's silliest little guy. Oh, thank God. That's my one goal in life. I'm so glad. Okay, let me... That's another one to add to the drinking game, is just every time I go, okay, actually, no, it's fine, no, every time I say it's fine and then I try to fix it anyway. Hold on, where is their chest, actually? This... Okay. God gives his silliest challenges to his silliest guys. Oh, if only that were true. Unfortunately, it seems more like the hardest challenges to his silliest guys sometimes. I'm not gonna cry. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna cry. Noises of uncertainty and wavering confidence. Exactly, that's all my streams are. Why did I draw a guideline if I wasn't gonna follow it? Fuck off. What the fuck was the point of that? Oh no. Oh no, I'm falling into silly mode, where I can't stop laughing, and everything is funny to me. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Make it stop. Okay, I need to flip the canvas. I need to flip the canvas. Okay, okay, okay. Which stage of grief is this? Stop it! Oh no! Oh no! Oh lord! Maybe the chat is just really funny in general. Give us some more credit. Oh, you guys are hilarious. It's just that no one was saying anything, and I couldn't stop laughing. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. What am I doing? It sounds like, it sounds like when I try to pronounce Louvre. You know, the famous Louvre that's in Paris? Oui, oui, Paris, baguette, Louvre. I want a 76% raise. Hello, David. I'm not gonna say that name. How are you? Should I tilt this up more? Maybe I should tilt this up more. Shit. Like that? Like how it is in my sketch? Yeah, it is. It is crazy work. But, you know, that's his name. Okay, maybe, because if I want this to go like this, yeah, I think I'm, maybe I should have used my sketch. The sketch that I did, instead of winging it. I'm great, bro. Hold on. Harry, you would be great in a situation where someone is tumbling up. Imagine, okay, imagine with me, right? Imagine you're currently like gripping onto the edge of a cliff for dear life, and I'm just standing above you, not helping, like not grabbing your hand, but just saying, hold on, your ass would let go to get away from me. Hold on, don't let go. Wait, why are you cutting the rope? Exactly. Successfully rage baited, bro. That's all I can say now is, oh no. Motivational coach ass situation. Not the Lion King. Oh my god. Y'all are too funny. I'm crying. I actually have tears in my eyes. Hold on. I can't stop saying it. Oh no. Oh no. Ugh. I was gonna say it again. I can't do this. Is that okay? Is that okay? Is that fine? Oh no, bro. I'm like, actually, I genuinely have tears in my eyes. Okay. Okay. Achievement unlocked, make a streamer cry. How many points do you want for that, bro? Oh my god. Can you hear me sniffing, bro? Sniffling for dear life. Hold on. No, I said it again. Fuck. Because that waist is too small. Like, I know their waist is snatched, but their waist is, like, too snatched. Hold on. Noises of confusion. America, I am confusion. That's the second time I made that joke this stream. Someone stop me. Something is not right here. As someone who makes people cry on the regular, this is just a normal work day. Oh damn, where do you work? I can kind of hear you, but not really sniffling. Okay, good, because that's embarrassing. Hold on, because if this is... like, that's not bad. And then... that's not bad. Something doesn't look quite right, but I'm gonna pretend it is fine. The hospital. They work for the Sicilian mafia. I can't. Oh my god. If Chiyu, I think that's their name. Yeah, you spelled it right. Would they have bags under their eyes since being a nurse means missing meals, sleep, and rest in general? Honestly, that might be a cute character detail. Right now, I just have them being, like, so peppy, like, so in love with their job. So, currently, I don't know if I would include that, but it is a cute idea. For legal reasons, I do not work at a hospital. Bestie, unless Aura's Green is, like, your legal name, I think you're fine. Also, like, doctors are allowed to say that they're doctors, as long as you don't, like, break HIPAA or something. Unless you're about to, like, drop in chat, like, I have a patient who has PCOS and POTS and EDS, and, like, nurses don't get nearly enough respect for the amount of shit they have to put up with. No, for real. I love nurses. They're so helpful. Usually. Depends on the nurse, honestly, but, like, in general, if we're talking in general, love nurses, thank you for everything you do. But yeah, this is crooked. This is crooked. Okay, I figured it out. I want their body to go more this way. Right now I'm kind of drawing it like this. I want it tilted a little more. I kind of want unless you get that one nurse who secretly gives lethal injections because they have a god complex. Yeah, exactly. See. It doesn't even have to be a lethal injection. Some nurses are just like the mean girl from high school who needs some way to get power over people. So that's why I say, like, it depends on the nurse. But, like, if you're, like, a good-natured nurse, like, love you, thank you. They look so skinny. Their waist is snatched and not in a good way. Hold on. I need to stop saying hold on, bro. I'm cooked. Why? Okay, that actually does look better. They still look really small. Holy shit. That can't be right. Why do they look so small? Would evil nurse just give the wrong medicine to their patient? That would be pretty evil. That would be pretty evil. If I was a doctor, I would always gossip about my patients while with the other doctors while laying in bed kicking my feet. The kicking my feet part made me laugh. Low-key, yeah, like, I don't know how much counts as breaking HIPAA. Like, if you talk about it with the other doctors at your practice, that's probably still breaking HIPAA, right? I'm not a doctor, to be clear. Because I'm just thinking about, like, I feel like I would be the type to be, like, low-key gossiping. But also, that's mean. But also, like, I'm mean sometimes. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, isn't it so funny that this person has this and this and this, like, medical issue? But, like, if someone came in and they were, like, really stupid, I might laugh about them with my coworkers. You know what I mean? But sometimes people come in and they're like, what's your zodiac sign, December? You know what I mean? Like, some people just don't know things. I'm mean. Is what I'm learning, actually, live on stream. Twirling the line of my landline phone that is in my room for some reason. Hold on. Let me draw a human torso that is a human size. Zodiac signs are for gullible people. You know, you're so right about that. It was just an example, but I don't know how much I really buy into zodiac signs. So I feel like my zodiac sign has never really fit me. Like, when people describe it to me, I'm like, I don't know. But some people are, like, so into it, and they're like, no, like, this is actually going to define the rest of my life, and I'm going to refer to it every single day to see if my chakras are aligned. It's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. I don't know. I think if you do it as, like, a fun, quirky, like, social thing, that's fun. But if you, like, take it super seriously and you're like, no, like, I can't date someone unless they have a compatible zodiac sign, I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna tell you off because, like, you live your life, but, like, I wouldn't. You should draw a xenomorph torso instead. No balls. Space racism is unfortunately kind of accurate. Space racism? Are we still talking about zodiac signs? Random hospital lore. After surgery, I tried getting up, but I got body slammed on the hospital bed and it actually scared me so bad that I'm scared of nurses. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that traumatized you. That sucks. To be fair though, why were you getting out of bed? Huh? I'm kidding. No. I'm sure they were just, like, trying to help you, but that does suck. Hold on. For an additional note, I was 10. Oh, buddy. Getting fully body slammed by an adult person when you're 10 years old must be, like, really scary. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm sorry. Oh, this looks fucked. It's almost like I didn't draw a proper anatomy sketch before I just started lining. It's almost like that's the case. Hold on. Something like that? Question mark? 3 question marks? 5 question marks? Boy, I swear, if you bring back a goddamn Taurus into our house, well, I can't read. Boy, I swear, if you bring back a goddamn Taurus into our household, you can pack your bags. Some people really do act like that, though. Random hospital lore. When I was 7, I got a carrot stuck in my nose and it had to be removed by a doctor because my parents couldn't get it out. Why would you have a carrot? Why would you have? Well, I was gonna say why would you have a carrot up your nose, but it's because you were 7. That's the answer, is because kids shove random shit up their nose, up their ears, like, wherever. As a child, I famously tried to eat, like, what is the word for this? Like a pin that you put on your clothes? Not a clothespin, but like a decorative pin. I was like 2, for reference. Like, I was like a baby. And so my parents would always give me like safety, like kid safe pins if I needed a pin for something. But this one was like a fancy like gold pin or something, and it had an open back, like sharp pin. And I took it out of my shirt, and it was open, and it had a whole ass like sharp filed pin, and I put that shit in my mouth. And I somehow didn't hurt myself with it. Someone caught me before I could do anything. But children just eat things. It's actually developmentally like a way that children learn about the world. Because they have never existed in the world before, so they explore things with their mouths. Because they don't have very good motor skills yet. I was 7 and I thought I could shove a carrot up my nose. I couldn't. Well, you did, just not, like, all the way. Like, you couldn't push it all the way up into your brain or anything, but you did put it, in fact, up your nose. So, strange little gremlins, I say. It's God's first test. No, you're so right, though. That looks more human. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I think. I feel like their chest looks short compared to like here. Like here, we have all this space, and then this, and then this. Here, I feel like I've drawn them. No, it's about right, actually. It's fine. But yeah, what's the game that we always talk about? The game where, like, one of you plays as the dad and one of you plays as the baby. And, like, it's like a co-op game, and literally the baby's goal in the game is to die. No, house. I mean, like, a video game. Who's your daddy? Yes, that game. Like, it's a funny concept for a game, but it's also very accurate. Like, that is just how children behave. They find any way to cause harm to themselves. And it's awful. It's so funny. Like, that's just some real shit that children do. They say to write what you know, I guess. Something like that. I was gonna say tee-hee again. I mean, I said it, but, like, I was gonna say it again without thinking. And now I'm just stuck on, like, the drinking game that someone mentioned. Oh, no. How's that? Does that look too broken of a wrist? Flip. Oh, this arm is way chunkier. Hold on. What do I do? What do I do? Let me turn off the sketch really quick. How do I make them match? I don't think a baby knows how to use a car engine to suffocate themselves to death, but, like, they don't do it on purpose. Obviously in the game, in the video game, you do it on purpose, but, like, that's the thing is, like, children will just, like, eat a battery. They don't do it because they know that a battery will kill them. They just know that they don't know what that thing is and they want to put it in their mouth. Yes, but the child doesn't literally have that level of advanced cognitive ability to specifically try to do it. It just happens. Exactly. Did anybody have weird goals as a kid? Like, my bucket list was killing someone, going to jail, breaking my leg, and becoming famous. That's such a wild, like, mix of things. Oh my god. I mean, if you went to jail for killing someone, there is a possibility you would become famous for it. I think the problem is everything. Why am I hungry? I, like, just ate. Okay, I think, think the wrist just, I drew it wider. I drew the wrist wider, and as a result, the arm is wider. There. That might help. Actually... Okay, I keep forgetting y'all have actual music on. I'm just like singing whatever. Actually, is the music still playing? Yeah, okay. That's just called being a child star in Hollywood. I'm crying. When life gives you lemons, make a pipe bomb. That doesn't look right. It looks like their wrist is broken, bro. I think... Sorry. The perfect summary of me. I think... nothing. It looks weird. It looks weird. I think I need to push the arm out more. Kiri broke a nurse's wrist again? Again? I broke their arm earlier, now I broke their wrist. Kiri, do you think you're ever gonna make a server? I might. Haven't made one yet just because, like, I don't know exactly what I would put in it yet. But, if y'all want one, I would totally be down to make one. I just don't know, like, how many people would want to join or anything. But, yeah, I mean, because I've been thinking about, like, if I do memberships in the future, I could include, like, early access to games and stuff, and having a server would be a good place to host that. So, eventually I would probably make a server. What would y'all want to do? Like, just hang out and chat? Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, maybe I'll make one. No. This looks so bad. Also, maybe it's gonna be easier to get live notifications. It's so random for me, and most of the time I get it 6 hours later. That's true. I guess if I could just, like, add a role for people who want live notifications. That is my bad, because, like, I just stream whenever. So then, of course, it's gonna be, like, a little bit random. I do try to do it around 2 or 3 p.m. my time, but I don't have, like, a day schedule or anything, so it's hard for people to, like, know when I'm gonna go live. That could be. What the heck? What the hecking heck? It needs to go, like, out like that. Always stream at random times, Kiri. Never let them know your next move. Yeah. I do want to try to stream, like, at least 1 to 2 times a week, but I just don't have, like, a schedule right now, like, period, slay. So it's not a thing where I can just, like, post a weekly schedule and be like, okay, on Monday I'm gonna do this, on Wednesday I'm gonna do this, and I can't even really say, like, I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Because I just stream whenever I have the time, and when I have the motivation, importantly, because sometimes I have time and I'm just like, but I don't want to stream. So, Yeah, notifications might be good for people who want them. No! Does that look like anything? I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong. Are you okay? Schedules are for the weak. True masters of their art, let fate decide. Yeah, except when you're trying to grow an audience and no one knows when you're live. Then I'm the weakest. You're not weak. You're normal, actually. You're very normal. And I know schedules work because I literally have an alarm on my phone twice a week for like to make sure I catch the streamers that I like. Because I like to watch Secret Sleepover Society, and I know they always stream on, I think it's Wednesday and Sunday at the same time every week. So I like to set up an alarm on my phone to tell me like, oh yeah, they're streaming today. And I'm like, oh yeah, they're streaming today. Can I watch or not? I get live notifications when I walk past your room and hear your speech patterns. Exactly. See, Dead Valley doesn't need a notification because they just hear me speaking. Oh, that looks awful. Oh, everything looks awful. I thought you were cyclically unemployed. I am. I super am. I don't know what that was responding to, but I am. Yeah, a little life update for y'all, for anyone who was wondering. I was employed, and now I'm not. For reasons. Actually, I think y'all got those updates on Blue Sky. I vented about it, I think. That's not right. Yippee! So true. That's how I feel. Come on, come on. Come on. Fuck. What do I do with my life? Is your handle the same as on Twitter or here? Can't believe that Kiri's former boss was caught by the police. Low-key, I wish. On Blue Sky, I think my handle is the same on Twitter, yes. It should be KirigayaPNK with no dot, no space, no underline, no nothing. I will double check for you though, but I think that's correct. Blue Sky. Yeah, it is KirigayaPNK.bluesky.social. Excuse me. I think I'm like equally active on Twitter and on Blue Sky, but the only difference is like, I feel like I put the more personal stuff on Blue Sky sometimes. Just because it feels less embarrassing because people actually engage with me on Blue Sky. Like, I'll get like a handful of likes. Versus like on Twitter, I feel like I'm shouting into a void. So then if I post some like shit about like, I think I'm probably gonna get fired, and then no one likes it, it feels even sadder. So. Oh, that you said you don't have time, not being pushy, just pointing out that you might have more time now. Yeah, I will have more time now, which I'm glad about. I do want to get back to streaming more often. Now that I am unemployed, TM. Let me see. Something like that. Question mark? Yeah, something like that. Actually, it's gonna be more up. Because their shoulder will be like here, so their sleeve will be like, sorry, their arm will be like there. So like there. Yeah, and then I have to draw their sleeve. Here I have writer's block. Should I continue writing for the silly cat merchant or aggressively asexual witch? Those are very fun. Both of those are very fun, but I do like silly cats. I like both the word silly and the word cat, so I'm kind of biased. Time for the hold on, let me see if I can say this. McDonald's workers arc. Yeah. I mean, it's getting to the point that I might apply. I went to an interview for the one and only Chipotle this morning, so McDonald's is not too far away. Is that right? Something like that? Something is not quite right, but I'm gonna pretend it is. Alright. Something like that. I need to redraw this really quick. Yeah. That does remind me though of one of my like favorite animes. I think I've talked to you about it probably, Dead Valley. Which was an anime where the devil from the Bible gets isekai to our world and he has to work at McDonald's. That anime is so funny. It's an interesting topic. Yeah. It ends up being about more than that, but that's like one of the main things that happens, is that he works at McDonald's. We talked about it when McD's did a sauce promotion. I figured I would have talked to you about it at some point. Oh, the arm looks bad, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Maybe. 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 Well, Wing My Ding didn't expect a Snapcube reference. I mean, it's only one of the most famous videos on the internet. So. The packets had a W and some of their promotional material was anime themed. Oh, I forgot about that. They did do that a while ago. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at the arm. I'm gonna say that it's fine. I'm gonna say that it's fine. Am I out of the loop? What's Snapcube? Snapcube is one of the creators, but it was like posted on her channel, I think. We're talking about a series of videos called, it's something like real-time Sonic dubs, and it's basically like a bunch of voice actor friends in real time doing voices for the Sonic characters as they appear in like video game cutscenes, and they just like improv like a bunch of stupid jokes and stuff, and it's really funny. So one of the lines is like, "I'm the devil from the Bible." Off topic, but since seeing that phrase in a Deltarune brain rot animation, I can't stop saying, "Well, Wing My Ding." It is very funny. I didn't even mention it, but when you sent it, but it is very funny. Well, Wing My Ding. No, the one I can't stop thinking about is, I still don't know why people headcanon this, or like why people theorize this. I'm sure I'll learn eventually. But I saw a post the other day that was like me trying to explain my theories, but they just sound like this, and it's like a fake screenshot, and it's like Susie saying, "Well, I, Susie Gaster, think that." Have you seen the Eggman World Domination fan dub? That's the thing we're talking about, says Dead Valley. Yeah, maybe Senmaki hasn't seen those videos. That's also where the, it's gonna sound unhinged if you don't know what I'm talking about, the like, "I'm gonna piss on the moon." That's where that comes from as well. There's a lot of, oh, I think that's also where the, "I'm back in the fucking building again" audio comes from. I'm pretty sure. There's so many good quotes. So many good quotes. Let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and do this part. And there's a similar line on the other side, and I'm gonna draw in. Who designed this shit? Oh wait, it was me. I have a, what does that say? A decenny of internet lore to catch up on? It's okay. I think that's less a theory, but more a joke about how we don't know Susie's last name, so people just started saying Susie Gester. Yeah, I think people are wondering whether or not we're actually gonna, like, see her parents in the game. I do wonder if, like, if we're gonna get to see more of her home life, because we did get to see, like, a little bit of, we saw her room, and it was, like, kind of what is the word? Dingy? But we still haven't seen, like, her parents, or how they talked to her, or how she was raised. Which, honestly, she might not have parents. Dun dun dun. But we don't know much yet. You have 24 hours before the- oh my god. I'm gonna piss on the moon! Take that, Obama! That video is so funny. Okay, is this right? It's like a little tangenty, low-key. I like the curve, though. I like the curve, but it is unfortunately tangenting. It's gonna have to be more, like, open. Like that. Like that. Something like that. It's better. We'll go with that. My favorite one is a comic where Ralsei's last name is Des is the Roar. I'm crying. It's like, by the way, Ralsei, we never learned your last name. What is it? Oh, me? I'm Ralsei Des is the Roaring Knight. Crying. One of my favorite clips is the one where Eggman is in one of his machines, and every time they do damage to him, the guy doing his voice acts like his lungs have just been punctured. I'm crying. I don't think I've seen that one. I haven't watched, like, the real-time dubs, like, all the way through. I just know, like, all the clips that people always repost. Also, this outfit must be, like, a pain to put on every day. This uniform looks, like, so annoying to put on, but it is unfortunately very cute. So... But anyways, they're an anime girl, so logic doesn't matter. Choosing a favorite Snapcube scene is like choosing a favorite child. My first interaction with Deltarune was that dubbed comic of Spamton calling a random guy, I think Gaster, and it's like, what's your name, Mike, and your last name, Hawk. So Mike Hawk. Ha 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 ha. You just said that to get me to read it out of chat again. For the second time. Should I add more buttons? I feel like I could get away with more buttons, like, if I did, like, this close together. But also, I don't know if I want to do that. They can probably do a Sailor Moon style transformation to put on the uniform. Yeah. And also, they probably live in the damn uniform, let's be honest. They're an anime girl. Actually, I think I will. I think I will do that. Any buttons? Oop. Not resize. Please don't do that, Procreate. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me put it better here. Ah, I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah. Yeah! It's impractical, but really cute. More buttons. Evil supervillains were making a layer, be like. They're a nurse. Nurses don't sleep. Caffeine has entered the chat. True, true. So they don't even need to sleep in the uniform. They just live in the uniform. Because they don't sleep ever. Kronk, pull the lever. Okay, okay, this is cute. They're so cutie patootie. There's like, tee, did you need another dose of— whoa, I can't speak. Fuck. I couldn't even get through the joke. Tee, do you need another dose of morphine? And meanwhile, you're here in the full body cast like, oh. Wrong lever! Exactly, thank you for getting the reference. Let me see, am I missing anything? I'm just like staring at them. Okay. Obviously their face. I knew I missed their face, but I meant like the body, the uniform. Like, did I forget anything? I don't think so. I do not think so. So, now we can do the face. You're so cutie patootie. Let me actually save really quick. Give me a second. Is it this one? Let me go here. I'm just gonna save because I'm getting nervous about the fact that I haven't saved it in an hour and a half. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, looking better than I thought it would. I'm actually very happy with this. I'm getting hungry. Why the fuck am I hungry? Maybe I just didn't eat enough at lunch. Man. I always do this where like I start stream and then like an hour in I'm like, why am I hungry? I want to keep streaming, but I'm hungry. I always do this. Oh my goodness, I actually made it in time for a live stream live. Hello, Letty. That is a cute name. Thank you so much for dropping in. Wrong lever. In one Deltarune animation, someone animated the wrong lever thing with Chris and Carol. Wait, that's funny. Yellow omelette. Yeah, is it like an omelet? Because that's what I think of. That's cute. It would be hilarious if she just went, yo, I have about 24 other patients to see. Here's the family. She's just like, oh, sorry, where's your pain on the pain scale? A 10? Oh, that's not very good. Just have a fat lollipop tea. I'll be back later. She would never, but she is just a silly little guy. Yellow omelette. Yes, it's my name and omelet mixed. Oh, cute! I like it a lot. That's very fun. Thank you so much for stopping by, Omelette. How's your day so far? Here, okay. I will probably put the face on another layer just because I'm like so anxious about everything always. Okay. I'm probably gonna make their eyes smaller than in the sketch. Just because like they look enormous. I forgot to draw the ear because I was having trouble with it. I will draw that in a second. I said I'll make the eyes smaller and immediately didn't do that. I'm a liar. I'm a big dirty liar. Oh, they're so cute! What the heck? What the hell? Oh my god, they're so cute! What the fuck? The wrist, the arm, and now the ears. Curious on a harming spree. Honestly, every time you guys say that, like, it just reminds me of the clip of, do y'all watch Delightful? I love Delightful. Oh my god, I can't draw this fucking line. She's a doll customizer, and so, like, 90% of the things she says could be taken out of context and just sound horrific, because she's, like, sawing dolls in half, decapitating them, like, all these horrific things. But then at the end, she's like, here's my doll, and then you're like, oh my god, it's so cute! I love her videos so much. I, like, rewatch them constantly. I'm excited to be here, just gonna draw along with you today. Oh yay, what are you drawing? I do a lot of pinup art, so I'll probably work on some of that. That is so cute. I've always wanted to try pinup art, but I'm not the best with anatomy, so. What are we up to today? Is this nurse from something or just an OC? So this nurse is my OC that I came up with for a dating sim. So I'm drawing them. Their eyes are so far apart. Oh my god. I'm drawing them to use this as an asset in my next YouTube video so I can talk about my process concepting their game and everything that happened. That makes it sound like I was in like a horrible accident or something. Maybe they're influenced. No, everything that happened mentally and why it's taken me so long to upload since my last video, basically. So, yeah. So they're from something in that they're from a game idea of mine. But yeah, they are also an OC. I don't know. Kiri is just hurting a nurse, don't worry. Yeah, just normal things. You guys don't dismember nurses? Oh, their eyes. Oh no. Oh dear. It's gonna take a few attempts for sure. So this is not right. Oh dear, that's not correct. Oh no. See, the problem is I really like this eye, but it's at the wrong angle. Like, completely the wrong angle and too small. Or too big. Oh neat, well I'm glad to follow along. I played your last game and really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for playing it. I'm really glad. That makes me happy. Let me just tilt this and shrink it and move everything. And cry, because that looks terrible. It's like, I want to tilt the head, but I haven't decided how much to tilt it, so then like nothing matches in terms of like positioning and perspective. Oh no. Maybe that'll be fine. And I still need to shrink this one, so I'm gonna redraw it. I'm pretty sure they were designed so you would let it fall out of your mouth once you receive the correct dose? What the hell? I didn't know any of that. The correct dose is maximum, baby. Hexen House was great. Thank you so much! I specifically chose the worst possible options that I could, like a good visual novel player. Great. I hope you had a great experience doing that. I did have fun writing like the bad options and making Mikaela like a little bit of a little shit. A little bit of a little shit, that's a tongue twister. Honestly, both the girls are like a little bit unhinged in their own ways, and I love them. Okay, that looks weird. But not too weird. Hold on. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Well, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed Hexen House. That makes me really happy. I definitely want to update it and do a full release someday. I just haven't been up to it. But I definitely would like to get a full release with like final art out done sometime in the next year? Question mark? Because I do think that's very possible. It's just like updating it and doing final art, maybe a couple edits to the script here and there, and then just like publishing it, and then I would just have like a nice final game. Choosing the bad options turns my stomach. Choosing the worst possible options in a visual novel have become my bread and butter. Two types of people. Yeah, do you have fun, like, purposefully doing the wrong things? For me, I like save over every option so I can like make sure I do the correct one. Or even just like so I can see all the possible dialogue, like I don't know, I like being able to see everything that could have happened. How's that? I might shave down these bottom lashes. They're looking a bit chunky. There we go. Markiplier, is that you? Cry. sharp. I don't want them to look sharp. Okay. I do usually play visual novels multiple times to get every option, but when the worst option is funnier, I just can't help myself. You are gonna love my next game then. Since I'm a good option doer, I decided to make it possible in my game that if you choose too many good options, the player loses since being too happy could go to psychosis. Or could lead to a psychosis. What the hell? That's so funny. So basically, like, you need to do some things wrong, otherwise you get too happy. That's literally just the smiler. The smiler. You don't know what you've done to me. Oh, I see. Yeah. Like that. Oh no. It's too sharp of an angle. How do I make it not too sharp of an angle? What the hell? Oh my god, no way. Go betray them? Like, betray the other characters? Or... you have to betray your friends to get a good ending? I think this just isn't working. Hold on. It's just what I did before. What the hell? The player, because they would think they get the good ending by being good, but that's not the goal of the game. I see. Would make more sense of being too trusting led to being deceived. That's also interesting. I'm a person, in quotes, okay, who lives by the philosophy of what would be funnier instead of what would be better for me, so I play visual novels the same way. I mean, that's your choice, as long as... I was gonna say as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, but I guess choosing the worst option to be funny is kind of hurting yourself, so... Hold on. These eyes just straight up don't match. Oh, it's pissing me off. Oh, it looks so... no! Okay, which eye do I want to go with then? It just looks like they have like a Roscoe lazy eye. Huh. Yeah, this needs to be more curved. This needs to be... okay. I'm gonna try something. I think Jigsaw is in our chat. I like to play a game, specifically a dating sim. Don't judge me. Wait, we need to curve. Oh, no. Curve this more. Oh god. Oh dear. Oh no. I want this to be like thinner at the end, like I have it. Why is it not thinning out? Okay. No. Why does that look weird? It's because it's not tilting with the face. Oh my god. I need it to tilt, because otherwise it's gonna look weird. But I need it to match the other eye, and right now it super doesn't. This needs to come down. I taste just like candy. So dance with me, I taste like candy. Okay, hold on. That's already better. Yes. Okay. And then this needs to come down. Everything needs to come down. I think that's better. It's still like a little bit off, but I think it's better. I'll live with that. Everything needs to come down. Does that include pants? Damn. Maybe that's a DLC in the future. Hold on. Moving too fast. Chi is a nice, modest person. And, you know, they don't act like that on the first date, okay? Okay, I'll take that. That looks okay. Maybe a little thicker on the eyelash. Yeah. I'll take that. Here, the entire chat was stuck in a jigsaw type trap. Would you try to save us or just call it a day and leave? I mean, what type of trap we talking here? I feel like, it definitely depends on like which movie we're talking about, because in some of the Saw movies, the traps are just like genuinely impossible. If you think about it, you're like, wait, there's no way they could ever get out of that anyway. Like they were just doomed. But I mean, I would try to save y'all, obviously, if it was possible. If I didn't think it was possible at all, like, sorry, I'm really sorry, but I'm not gonna get you guys killed and lose an arm or something if it's not even possible. But if I thought it was possible, I would definitely try. Hold on, their eye is like too far to the side, isn't it? I mean, that's just how I draw faces. I just draw eyes too big and too close to the side of the head. But if I do this, oh, it's gonna look stupid. It has to be kind of far apart. Unless I shrink their eyes, because that looks dumb. If I shrink them, I have to redraw them, and that sucks. But let me just see. Yeah, that doesn't look right. That's not right. No, I'll just leave them how they are. You can save us, but you have to show your secret drawings. That's against Twitch TOS, so I definitely can't do that. I'm leaving y'all behind. Wasn't the plot of Saw that all the people in the traps did something awful? What did y'all do, huh? I'm keeping my eyes on you. Like, that's the original concept, but over time, I feel like some of the people that were trapped, it wasn't even that they did something awful, or like, actually, it wasn't ever that they did something awful. I think the idea was like, people were trapped because they didn't appreciate their life enough, which is like crazy, because sometimes it wasn't even that they did something bad, it was just like, they weren't appreciative of like what they had, and so Jigsaw was like trying to make them care about their life more or something, which like you can do that without killing people, bro. I'm realizing this is a question nobody really benefits from. No, why? I care about you. I care about you guys, so I would want to save you. Hey yo, what do you mean? I mean what I mean. I said what I said. What is the- wait, hold on. I said what I said. I meant what I meant and I said what I said, and Elephant's word is 100%. Oh, that's insane. I stopped watching the Saw movies after 3. I like spooky movies, but I don't like the gore. Super fair. I really like the stories and like concepts behind horror movies, but I find the jump scares like really upsetting. And sometimes the gore can be over the top for me as well. That's really messed up. Yeah, it is, because sometimes it's not even like, if it was like they were all murderers and they were all bad people and then they got put in a trap, like sure, whatever, but it's like regular people who just don't appreciate their life enough, and this guy is like, oh, you don't care about your life? You don't care about your life, huh? Okay, I'll make you care. If you don't do this, you're gonna die. Like, that's Saw. David Big Dong would never leave us behind. I like ghost movies. Ooh, what kind of movie? Like, which ghost movies? Cause I really liked, actually no. Yeah, I liked, what was it called? It was called like the Autopsy of Jane Doe. That one's kind of a ghost movie. That one I watched with friends like on Halloween. We had a couple drinks, but I wasn't that drunk, so I think I have a good recollection of it. That one was interesting because it was like not the traditional like, ooh, spooky ghost, and it had a couple jump scares, but not too many. I liked Casper. Saw, but the victims are CEOs, let them die. I like the first two Conjurings, and I like all the Possession of Blank movies. Ooh, I don't know if I've honestly watched any of either of those two categories. That's cool though. I want to have something to say to like validate you, but I don't know anything about them. I'm sorry. Let me see. Conjuring. Because I know like Exorcist, I know other stuff. Conjuring movies. Oh, is that the one that had the creepy nun in one of the recent movies? Oh, they're in the same universe as the Annabelle movies and the Nun movies. I see. I never really saw any of the movies themselves, just a bunch of the traps, and aren't a lot of the later victims also addicts or people that didn't really do anything wrong but just were jerks? Exactly. Like, a lot of them didn't even do anything wrong. Like, morally wrong. It's just that Jigsaw has like a complex about people not appreciating their lives. So, that's okay, I like other movies more than spooky ones. Fair. What movie category is your favorite? That's a good question. Whether it's movies or books, I really like fantasy. I like sci-fi sometimes. Like, I like anything that's not like realistic fiction, you know what I mean? Like, I like some element of fantasy to it. Whether that's like, it could be cute, it could be spooky, it could be dystopian, like whatever it is. I just like something different that I can't see in real life, you know what I mean? I always really liked mermaids as a kid. Like, mermaid movies are fun. Oh, this makes them look worried. I don't want them to be worried. I just want them to be like, yeah, like energetic. It's hard to emote with oval eyebrows. I also can never place eyebrows correctly. Like in my sketch, it's definitely wrong. So I'm kind of winging it. Nope. That's better. As long as it's not political, horror, or action, I'm good. Fair. Yeah, the political movies, not for me. Action movies are sometimes fine, but like not my favorite. And then I like horror for the story. I keep accidentally making horror games, and it's because I like horror concepts and stories, but I don't like jump scares. So, and I usually can't watch like horror movies or horror games without some kind of filter, like someone watching it with me, or like a playthrough or a reaction channel in the corner, you know? Something isn't adding up here. H2O or Aquamarine, yes and yes. Super Kiri core. Those were my childhood, bro. clear, nar. Get those. Okay. Action movies are most of what I watch, says Dead Valley. Yeah. I know you're into them. Sometimes I watch them just to, like, hang out with you. And, you know, sometimes I enjoy them. It's not that I don't always enjoy them, but they're not, like, my first choice, you know? Warfare was a great movie because it did away with all the Hollywood stuff and just gave an accurate recollection of a real firefight in real time. I guess that's interesting for people who are really into, like, war stuff, but to me it just kind of sounds like a documentary of, like, as if you were watching the real footage, which I guess can be interesting as, like, a recreation. Anytime I watch a horror movie, I make the foolish mistake of booking a seat right next to the speakers. Ooh, no. Horror movies are already so, like, quiet and then loud. So, that sounds not super fun. Okay, I think that's good. They have, like, a 10 head. Not even a 5 head. They have, like, a 10 head right now. But it's okay because it makes them cute. Kind of. Like, it's kind of a recreation or a documentary. The only documentary I adored was about the history of cats on Netflix. Oh, that sounds cute. I still haven't decided what eye color to give this guy. Should I do rounded eyes or square eyes? I always like doing square eyes, but I guess I'll do this kind of ambiguous shape. And then I haven't drawn a nose for them. I will have to at some point. I love doing this silly little mouth curl. I don't know where I picked that up from, but I think it's so fun. I don't know if it suits them yet or not, but that's what I've gone with in this sketch. Oh, they're so eepy. They're blue-haired, how about pink eyes? That's fun. I might do that. Want to help me name an OC? Sure. I'm pretty bad at names, but I will do my best. Oh, the guy who helped make it decided to do because a buddy of his lost his memory during the real firefight. I think you did tell me about that. But honestly, if I lost my memory during, like, a battle, I would assume it was because of trauma, and I would not want to relive it. So... Which, like, I guess to some degree, like, you should, face your trauma or whatever in therapy, but, like, maybe I wouldn't want to relive it that realistically to the point of, like, watching a movie meant to recreate that. I don't know. Unless it was from, like, blunt force trauma that, like, caused him to lose his memory, maybe, but... But still, I don't think I would want to remember. I would just be like, thank goodness I lost my memory of that horrific event. Something isn't. Something isn't. That's the end of the sentence. They don't have enough chin space, first of all, but that's just, like, very anime. And they are supposed to be very anime. Let me see if I can, like, pull this up a little bit. If it still looks okay. I think that's better. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's... better. Yeah. And then I'll probably just do like a simple nose. If I do like a shine, that might look okay. If I do like a couple... Ooh, that looks bad. Here's the thing is I can never decide how I want to draw noses. Oh yeah. That might be the vibe. But they are supposed to be, like, very anime. So I might just do, like, a straight-up, like, nose line. Like an anime. Oh, okay. I can't get over David Big Dong. Anytime their name jumps into my mind, I burst out laughing. My humor has been destroyed beyond repair. I think they would be very happy to hear that. Okay. He is a mage with purple hair, the same color as James from Pokemon Slay. And he's in Magic College, kind of. That's a short story. He's Korean descent, 22 to 23. Ooh, sounds so interesting. It's a fantasy story, so it doesn't necessarily have to be a Korean name. I'm a great speller. You are a great speller. Good job. How about Neil? Let me see. Okay. purple hair, Magic College, Korean descent. Okay, I can't decide if I want this line. I think this nose bridge line might be too much. I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks odd. Let me think. I'm really bad with names. There we go, that's cute, right? The side, actually. I feel like that looks weird. Oh, that's very Pokemon, actually. That's super Pokemon. I want them to have like a little bit of a flatter nose like that. Yeah. Their eyes are ginormous. Ginorminosaurus. But that is the idea, so I shouldn't complain. Is that done? I think that might be line art done. They look odd. Why do I not like it? Why do I not like it? He got blown up by an IED. I assume that's like a type of mine or bomb or something. That's why he lost his memory. Stepper. They look cute. Oh, thank you. Not to self-promo, but could tell you where he's at so you could see him with permission to do so only, of course, though. I mean, I wouldn't mind if you want to share where he's at. I don't know if it'll let you post a link, but I think you don't like it because people are watching the process, so it distorts the view you have right now. Yeah, something about it is like a little off, but I think it's still cute. I think I'll live with it. If I want to tweak stuff later, I can. But I think I'll move on to coloring in a second. But I do want to brainstorm some names for you. Let me see. I might just Google like Korean names and hope I don't pick something too stereotypical. But I'm feeling something with like Min. You know what I mean? It's always like Min something. I want it to be like Min... Evan. I'm not crazy, right? Min? Don't worry, the eyes watching you love your work. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Korean name. Min-soo is from Squid Game, right? Wasn't that a character, Min-soo? Or am I misremembering? Okay, yeah, that was a character in Squid Game. Min-soo. Yeah. Okay. I feel like something with Min could work. No, screw my Wi-Fi. Oh no! If the link didn't post, just my Instagram or YouTube, which is the same as here. But don't go to my page if you're young. I do pinup work. Good reminder. Omleti. Is it surname then given? Yeah, so Korean names, the way it works is it's usually like a one-syllable surname and then two names hyphenated as like the given name. But obviously that's just like the traditional way. Not everyone is named that way, but Omleti. Oh, it's two T's or two I's? Two T's and two I's. I'm hungry. And it's not just because your name sounds like omelet. Sorry if you're hearing any of my burping. Oh, I see. I heard pinup, I was expecting not full frontal. You're good though. I am in fact an adult. Which one? Is it this guy with the beanie? He has like purple idol hair and the beanie. Lemon. Lemon, maybe? Are we looking for male or female name or non-binary? It's a guy. It's a male mage with purple hair who's in Magic College. Oh, I didn't realize I had my Discord open this whole time. My friends were sending me messages. Hold on. Oh no, I'm gonna have to read all this later. Oh, the tea. Oh, the tea. Hold on, sorry. I got distracted immediately. The one before him with the magic hands. Oh, this guy! House Moving Castle ass jacket. He looks cool. Oh, I really like his design. Oh. My tablet. Hold on. The best pinups are full frontal is a crazy thing to say in my chat right now. That is interesting though, that they were originally nude and they had to repaint them with clothes on. That's funny. That was the intention of the jacket, so I'm glad you got it. Yeah, it definitely... Not now. My tablet is giving me notifications. It definitely reads as howl coded. Sorry, I'm giving y'all something interesting to look at while I look at this drawing so that I don't accidentally pull up nudes on stream. Not my nudes, shit. Not my nudes, the nudes that you drew, to specify. Kyungmin Jun. Ooh, that's fun. Let me look that up. Just to make sure it's not like an existing person. Kyungmin Jun. Yeah, that could work. I'm kind of vibing with that. Minjun. Kyung, surname, Korean. I'm just wondering what it means because I like to look up name meanings. An honorable and respectful brightness. That could work for magic because he has like sparkly hands. That's a vibe. Wow. Sorry, I got distracted again. I did it again. Hold on. Really random, but I thought someone, what? Really random, but someone thought I was talking about Stanley Cups and talking about my OC, not Stanley Parable or Pines, Stanley Cups. That's crazy. That person must be like so, I was gonna say chronically offline, but it's not even offline, it's just like out of fandom spaces. Cause, okay. And these are all my unhinged sketches. Let me just, I shouldn't need these right now, but I'm just gonna group them in case I need them later. Which I won't, but I am a nervous wreck. So I save all my layers, and then I wonder why Procreate is telling me I'm past my layer limit. I just have to hope that Kiri doesn't kill someone in the next 3 years, resulting in Unletting having to change the OC's name thanks to a controversy. Also, my bad, I forgot a word. No, you're so good. It just took me a second. I was like, I know I'm reading something wrong. Right though, LMFAO. I promise I will not kill anyone. I will try not to get into controversy so that your OC is not stained by my reputation. And also because I don't particularly want to be in any controversy. I feel like their 5-head is like enormous. Enormous. Especially like here. But I already drew it. Time to color. Let's go. Let me actually outline their whole like head and shit. Like everything. This is gonna be Kiri's outlining fun time because the Procreate fill bucket sucks with an X. So we're gonna carefully outline everything and then fill bucket it and then use clipping masks to make colors good. Perfectly bonkable for splat. Don't y'all feel so bad for all those people with Harry Potter tattoos now? Bro, don't get me started. My mom is like still obsessed with Harry Potter, and every time I tell her like I'm literally transgender, she's like, yeah, but ... No, not really. They like the content, not the creator, probably. Yeah, I mean, like, I get it, because since my mom was, like, such a Harry Potter head, I was also a Harry Potter head growing up. So, like, it is kind of sad for me to be like, oh, I guess I can't enjoy this thing anymore. But the thing is, like, looking back on Harry Potter as an adult, and as, like, with a critical lens, because now I know the kind of person that J.K. Rowling is, I've realized, like, all the things wrong with Harry Potter anyway. Like, it was never that good of a, like, that well written of a story anyway. It just has, like, good concepts, which is true of so many things that I've enjoyed over the years. Like, sometimes you just have, like, a good world concept, but you don't actually have good world building or well-written characters or anything. And so because it's, like, a fun sandbox, people are like, oh, this is such a cool, like, story, quote unquote, because they don't realize what's actually cool about it is like the concept, but not the execution. Mom, I'm transgender. Dumbledore. That's literally how the conversation goes. Like, you're not wrong. Can we separate the art from the artist? It's tricky. Oh, I just realized, can y'all even see the difference between the white and that skin tone? Is this like nothing to you? Maybe I'll go with the blue, just for the purposes of this. Let me... just for the purpose of stream. Oh, that looks so nice. I Believe I Can Fly is a good song, even if R. Kelly was a bad person. Same thing with Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. The difference is that Harry Potter isn't actually well written. So... but I do get what you mean. Like, it's definitely a tricky situation to decide, like, is it okay to continue supporting this thing or to continue enjoying this thing? I think, as long as we're already having this conversation, let's have this conversation. The problem with Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling is that J.K. Rowling, A, actively benefits from the sales of merchandise, the sales of tickets to Harry Potter World, the sales of movie tickets, etc., etc., and J.K. Rowling has stated publicly that she believes that people buying her merch or buying her books is active support of her political views. Like, she has said, if, like, everyone who buys my books agrees with me. She said that in so many words. And so when the person sucks and is still alive and is still benefiting from the support of their work, that's when it's like, hey bro, like, let's consider this. But if the author, like, sucks and is dead and from, like, 100 years ago, like, you know, Lovecraft was a terrible racist, but he's still super influential in, the world of fantasy and sci-fi and monster creation and such. And we're able to acknowledge, like, that he was a bad man. But he's not alive anymore. You know what I mean? It's complicated. I was super into Harry Potter growing up. I learned to read on the first book. I just don't separate the art from the artist. I wouldn't go watch The Cosby Show again with the same eye, you know? Yeah, I totally get it. To each their own, but I can't get past someone as awful as she is. I totally agree. I didn't even realize he put in a different skin shade. That's how white this character is. Great as Caucasian. Sorry. That's why I was like, wait, I should change the color, because I could see the difference, but then I realized when I looked up at my monitor, I was like, oh, it's really light. So I'm glad I changed it to the blue so that y'all can see what I'm even doing. Does this nurse have a name? Yes, their name is Chiyu. It's spelled C-H-I-Y-U. YU. And I'm gonna check exactly the meaning, but it means something like healer in Japanese, or something like healing or aid. No, sorry, it means aid, or like to help. And their last name means like healing. Oh, that's so cute. Thanks, I'll take it. Love that. I mean, feel free to take it. I think it's a very cute name. If I'm lucky in the future, people will feel ashamed for enjoying my work, not because I'm transphobic, but because it's really stupid. I mean, we've all been young teens, enjoying stupid work. It happens to everyone. So, you know, maybe you'll make it big and be popular with teens who will then later realize that your work is stupid, but it's fine because it made an impact on them. Help healing. Yeah, basically, it's like, I really wanted this character to be like very silly, very punny, very low stakes. So their name is Sasano Chiyu, which are real like Japanese names, but it also sounds like, I have to check in my notes, but it sounds like the aide who heals, basically, so it's like just describing that she's a nurse. When I'm enjoying MSI songs, but I learn they are horrible people. Ooh. Hold up, let me actually check. Sasano... yeah. But I do have it in somewhere here. Yeah, the healer who aids, or the... let me see. Chiyu... why do I not have the meaning for Chiyu written down? I have the meaning for Sasano written down. Oh yeah, healing, cure, or recovery is the meaning of Chiyu. So it's like the healer who aids. Or the healing that aids. Their parents choose their life for them. I can't believe it, shaking my head. Yeah. Me when I want my child to be a nurse. Sasano Chiyu. That's how I feel about FNAF. Impactful for my writing and how I am today, but whenever I look at it, I ask what Scott was smoking. No, literally. It's like, it's been so impactful in the indie sphere. Oh. But then, like, when you actually take a second to analyze the text, you're like, oh wait, this is dumb as rocks. And yet I wrote a whole, like, 2-page article about FNAF lore, and I didn't even get through all of it. Because I think it's hilarious. I was just like, this is worth my time. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, by the way, it's because, like I said, Procreate's fill bucket sucks. So I try to fill in any, like, pointy, or small sections where it might get confused before I use the fill bucket. I try to like fill in any obvious bumps or anything. We'll see how this does. Okay. That looks okay. There's no like weird white lines or anything. Okay. And then let's... oh, not that one. This one. Go for the sketches. Ooh, cute! And then we'll do the colors. The FNAF creator did something wrong? Not necessarily. It's just that, yeah, like, his writing is certainly something. It's more just, like... Scott made the first game as kind of, like, a venti shitpost. Like, he was like, I hate that no one appreciates me. Like, oh, you think my, models are ugly and lifeless? Well, take this. Now they're animatronics. And then everyone loved them, and he was like, oh, wait. So, like, he went into it not having any sort of plan. And he kind of tried to extrapolate the story from that first game, and he just retcons the story with like every single release. So then the story of FNAF is like a hot mess. But it became such a hotbed for theorists because it's such a hot mess that it then defined how indie games go viral. So now everyone is trying to be the next FNAF without realizing that, like, FNAF writing sucks balls. I will never forgive Scott for Springtrap Mpreg. Isn't the one who gets Mpreg literally named Matthew? It's like the funniest part to me. Like, they literally put MatPat in the books and got him pregnant. You color in like I do in Procreate. It's nice to see I'm not the only one who hates Procreate Pill Bucket. No, it's awful. What now? You heard what I said. You know, the canon Mpreg in the FNAF universe. The healer? No, don't say that. Kind of like how I'm still fond of cafeteria mac and cheese since it's whoa, I can't speak! Kind of like how I was still fond of cafeteria mac and cheese since it was in the lunch line when I was in kindergarten, but it tastes like chemicals. Excuse me, what the fuck is there bleach for my brain? I genuinely believe that for both the books and games, Scott just makes shit up on the spot. Oh, absolutely. And then I think also he looks at what people are generally theorizing, and if they're correct in predicting what he was going for, he changes it because he wants it to be like the mystery, the theorizable franchise so that people keep engaging with it. So if people are actually on the right track, I genuinely think he changes it because he doesn't want it to be predictable because then he thinks that people will lose interest, when in fact, a cohesive story is more interesting than whatever is going on. I'm glad I missed 10 years of internet, actually. I have a love-hate relationship with FNAF, truly. It's just so funny to me. Yeah, they are pretty pale. Let me see. They are pretty pale, but it looks a lot lighter on my computer than it does on my tablet. I feel like on my tablet it doesn't look that egregiously white. Let me see if I zoom in. Okay, like, obviously I can't show you guys, but like, on my computer it looks really light and really yellow. And on my tablet it looks like a little darker and a little bit like pinker in tone. So let me see if I can get like an example. Like about like this is about the color that I see on my tablet for like the base tone. So I don't know why it's like really lightening their skin on my computer. That makes me sad. But anyways, so let me color in their skin and their clothes and their stuff. That tastes just like candy. Okay. The other thing I want to do today is I want to study Japanese. Because I've been studying kanji a lot to prep for the JLPT this year. And I want to do some practice tests. And I've been wondering if maybe I should do some practice tests on stream. But A, I don't know if that's allowed, and B, like, I don't know if y'all are interested, but I have been considering doing that. Obviously if I do a practice test today, like, I've already streamed. Like, I'm not gonna stream twice today. But I might do one later. How did you set up Procreate to stream? I've never seen someone stream right from Procreate. It took me years to figure out how to do it. Originally, I had, like, one of those, like, screen sharing apps, and that was a disaster, and then I switched computers and it didn't even work anymore. So what I ended up doing is, I bought a really simple, like, really cheap, what is this called? Video capture device. Which you can use for your Switch, you can use for your tablet, you can use for, like, pretty much any other monitor that you want to, share to your streaming device, like your computer, whatever you're using to stream. So I just have it hooked up to my video capture device. So I have my iPad plugged into my video capture device and my video capture device plugged into my computer. And with that, it reads it as if it was like a webcam or something. So finally, I can stream from my tablet again after years of not being able to and wanting to so bad. So I hope that helps. Because I don't have any, like, drawing programs on my computer or, like, a Wacom or anything that has, like, built-in connection to the computer, so that was the workaround that I got. Scott's way of writing is so weird because, yeah, people will get stuff right sometimes and sometimes not. Imagine if every time somebody got a Deltron theory right, Toby would just change the game. Exactly. It's like, Toby is writing it in such a way that it's actually kind of a good thing if you can predict what's going to happen. Like, you know, because it's a cohesive story and he wants to include foreshadowing and, like, stuff. Cohesive character arcs and stuff, you know? So he's writing it in a certain way, and if people predict it, he'll probably just, like, celebrate. And he'll be like, yay, awesome, and he'll keep writing the game in that way. Because that's what he wants, is for people to understand the story. Oh, nice, I might have to figure that out for myself. Yay, I hope you get to figure it out. Because I've been wanting to do art streams for, like, years and years, and it was just such a hassle because I had an iPad and I couldn't figure it out, so yeah, that's what I'm doing, is I just got a one-size-fits-all, like, video capture, and so now I can stream Splatoon, I can stream art, different things, all with one device, so that's been really nice. And I got, like, a really cheap one, but you can probably get a higher quality one if you want. I just got it on Amazon. And then I specifically I have an adapter that it's from lightning cable to HDMI, so that I can plug it into the adapter, or into the capture device. What if you go back into a game you already published and change it so people are wrong? That would be crazy, dude. Oh my god. That would actually be, like, new level of insane. I hate writing that's unexpected just for the sake of it. Exactly, bro. It's like, if people guess the twist, that doesn't ruin the whole story, you know? In fact, like, a good twist should make sense once it's revealed. It shouldn't just be, like, a twist for the sake of a twist. Do you know that for the reveal in Gravity Falls, Alex managed to trick the theorists who managed to be right? Oh, that's funny. Like, they theorized it correctly and he told them it was wrong? I kind of love that. Alex Hirsch is just, like, so fun, and, like, I love all the ways that he engages with the community. Why is my voice giving out? Have I not streamed in that long that my voice is giving out? I need to step up my game. Yeah, like, he posted fake screenshots and all. Oh, that's crazy. That's like a whole nother level. Typical based Alex, exactly. Although Toby kind of did something like that, but we still don't know why, because in the lead up to chapters 3 and 4, when that trailer dropped, and, like, we got some promotional screenshots and stuff, people found out that one of the screenshots of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, like, the Gui enemies, the Chinese bell enemies, is edited. Like, it's a photoshopped image, and people were able to find that out, like, immediately because of, like, I don't know, Photoshop wizardry. But then, like, there was nothing weird about the fight in-game when the game actually dropped, so we don't actually know why he edited it. He just decided to Photoshop the image for no reason. He, like, edited the background, I think. But it's the same background that appears in game, he just, like, stitched it together for some reason. Tricky Tony. The man deserves that for the shit he constantly has to put up with Disney censors. Yeah, for sure. No, it's rough out there for Disney creators, dude. Shout out to, like, indies who are just like, nah, I'm not dealing with that. I want to make my gay show and no one can stop me. And they're just like, I'm not even gonna try with the censors. But obviously at the time that Gravity Falls was coming out, like, it was just so impossible to do anything like that. So even as much as he got away with was a lot, to be honest. Let me check the edges really quick here. Bottles will be spun, censored, bruh. Yeah, it's really dramatic. Okay. Okay, let me clean this edge up. That should be good. Maybe. There we go. It reminds me of the new policy that Itch posted about not safe for work games. Fuck MasterCard, it's ruining a lot of efforts for people. Yeah, it's so sucky. I think I talked about this last stream as well, that thankfully, as far as I know, I was not affected because I haven't posted any not safe for work games, but a lot of people that I'm friends with, like on Blue Sky and stuff, have been posting about that. And I think the shittiest part, like, obviously it sucks that people are being censored, but the shittiest part to me is the fact that Itch didn't give anyone any warning ahead of time. And so, like, from one day to the next, they just straight up, like, delisted and even, like, banned people's accounts with no warning, without letting them, like, archive anything, and without letting them cash out. So, like, people that still had, like, money in their account from people buying their games didn't get to, like, retrieve that money before it was just claimed by Itch as if it belonged to them. Like, that sucks. That's so awful. It really pisses me off. I sound like the original Star Walker. This shit is pissing me off. Okay. Cute. Cutie patootie. At least they're trying to fix the problem, but it's a bad way to act on it. Oh, absolutely. And now they're like, you know, they tried to backtrack and be like, oh, we're so sorry that we didn't give you guys a warning. But, like, there's proof of them, like, checking games and stuff to see which ones they would delist, like, a month before it happened. So they knew and they had time to warn people and they just didn't. And that really, really sucks. Like, that's just so shitty of them. Because I can understand that, like, it's not their fault that they're being forced to follow these policies, but it is their fault that they didn't let people know. Hold on, teehee, I am the original Kiri. That sounds illegal. It really should be. They provided a good or service to a customer who paid for it. Exactly. And now people who had access to games, like, some of them just don't anymore. Like, it's really bad. And they don't get a refund or anything for it. They just don't have the game anymore. Like, it's such bull. So. It sucks because, like, Itch was so loved for so long. And now it's like, damn, what do I even do? Because they're still, like, generally a good, well-known platform for posting indie games. But with policies like these, you don't know if maybe they'll decide your game is inappropriate. Actually, I think there was a list somewhere, I don't know exactly which group it was posted by, but it was like, these are the contents that we determine are inappropriate, and any game that includes these, like, some of them weren't even, like, only not safe for work games, like, any game that includes these topics cannot be purchased with MasterCard. And it was stuff like, people pointed out that a lot of like life sims would be ineligible because it was stuff like diapers. Like you can't raise a baby in The Sims, or you can't, you know, like raise a dog and then 10 dogs because they pee or stuff like that. Because they're like only for not safe for work games. It was like any game that includes these, and they was just like human bodily functions. Like, okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't hate on itch, but I hate that MasterCard forced them to act like this. They were gonna lose funding if they didn't enlist those games. No, I totally understand that aspect of it. It just makes me sad that they didn't reach out to creators and let them know ahead of time, because they absolutely knew that these policies were going to go into effect, and they had time to go in and select the games that they were going to delist, but they didn't bother to tell anyone, and that's what makes me really sad. Is this... Let me just import the image again. The thing that keeps babies from shitting and pissing everywhere. Exactly. It's good that you're making the cross more pinkish red. Don't want to break the Geneva Convention after breaking a nurse's arm. Yeah, I definitely wanted to go with like a pinky color. Hold on, I'm gonna switch screens just so you don't see my gallery, just in case. I don't even think I have anything bad in there, but I just want to see if I can grab the correct colors. It's about the same. Okay, we'll go with that. Okay. Here we go. I'm like breaking my back right now. Yeah, I think it's so funny when like there's always a YouTube short that's like, this game breaks the Geneva Conventions. And every time that pops up, I'm like, it's because of the fucking Red Cross, isn't it? It's because of the Red Cross. I'm like, yeah, I know. I know that. Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna have to clean up this edge here. So that way I can put nail polish on this bee. Are you okay? I would love to just like play my K-pop playlist on stream, but that would definitely get my stream flagged immediately. So I can't do that. Isn't a cross being red like super normal? Yes, but there is a law in the Geneva Conventions, which is basically like international war law, that only the Red Cross organization is allowed to use a red cross, and if anyone else uses it, it's a war crime. Basically, like, it's supposed to make sure that people understand the importance of the Red Cross and like as a symbol, so that it isn't misused in other places and loses its meaning. There we go. But yeah. So, if you ever see like in this case it's pink. If I did this, let me just become a war criminal for a second. If I did this, I'm a war criminal now. Wouldn't it be more impactful to use a less common form and color? Maybe. I mean, I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg. Like, I don't know if the Red Cross popularized the Red Cross as a symbol, or if the Red Cross organization used that symbol because it was known for medics and stuff. I don't know which one came first. Yeah, that's the only rule a game can really break, because it's like a symbolic rule. The others are like physical rules about warfare. Kiri admitted to being a criminal on stream. Yeah, you guys gotta lock me up now. I do like the mismatched nails. I think it's cutie patootie. And it adds more purple into their design, because right now it's like a very accent color. Let me see. Oh yeah, the little, these things, the buttons. The word you're looking for is buttons, Kiri. Green is a common color at European pharmacies. That's true. I have seen them. I think the green is nice, honestly. It's a good compromise because it also kind of reads as like healing. Or that Zaza. Aw, Chiyu, you're so cute! You are so cute! What the heck? That sleeve might be too high. It's probably too high, but I don't feel like changing it at this point. Is it too high? Let me see. They're too high on that Zaza. It's fine. It's fine. Can't wait for the first indie game to use chemical warfare on their players. If the player does a bad choice, the chemical bomb is sent to their location. Oh my fucking god. New DLC just dropped, and so did a bomb on your house. Is this color too gray for eyes? Yes. I'm using it as if it were white, like, for the outfit, but I feel like it's too dark for eyes. I don't know, though. Is it fine? I know it looks lighter on y'all's screen, but I think the contrast is not there. I think it needs to be lighter for the eyes. Something there. Yeah, that's gonna be better. Basically just pure white, lol. Yeah. There we go. Oh, they're so cute! I'm gonna have to add some blush to their skin because wow, they are like... They do not have any circulation. Holy crap. This is gonna be way too bright for a tongue color. Or not. Maybe it's fine. It's anime. It's a little bright. It's a little bright. I'm running out of funny things to say. Give me a second. I'm gonna spin a discussion wheel. Sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm like focusing on the drawing, then I'm like, oh wait, I'm streaming. I'm literally streaming. Honestly, the blue tongue is kind of giving, but they are supposed to be human, so... Oh wait, let me actually put this... Let me... no, I can't. I'm gonna do fan art when I'm supposed to clean up. Oh, really? That would be so cute. Definitely tag me on like Twitter or Blue Sky or whatever you use. If you do. Oh yeah, that looks better than the bright ass pink. It's still pretty bright though, actually. It's still pretty bright. Honey is generating. Hold on. Let me desaturate, maybe. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I hope y'all like Chiyu. I am in love with them. I think they're so cute. I still need to do the back of the mouth, actually. Xbox Live! Should I just put on the... Should I put on Queen's battle theme and just sing the stupid remix? The answer is no, I shouldn't, but like, I want to. Oh, that's way too red, that looks bloody. So what's your people's opinion on Little K? An island of the British Virgin Islands? I think it sucks because virgins are losers. Ah ha ha. No, I'm kidding. Something's not right. Oh, it looks so gross and bloody. Maybe I should push it more pink? Like a purpley pink? Oh, that looks so weird. Sorry, I'm so silent. What's little K? I assume that's from the discussion wheel, the random discussion topic wheel. What is the major export of little K? Now I'm curious. Shanks, I need to finish cleaning up. I don't want to be in trouble. Oh no! Don't get yourself in trouble. You said you were like doing dishes or something, right? I'm sorry if I distracted you. Okay, let me see. So I'm gonna play with eye color because nobody lives there, so I don't think it has any experts. Nobody lives there? I'm just gonna listen, but I won't be writing. Sorry. No, you're so good. I'm totally fine with that. Feel free to lurk. Thank you for being here. Oh, there's a car outside. Okay. So I'm gonna play with eye color because you could try gradient with the mouth color. I mean, it's just like this is the tongue and this is the back of the mouth, so they are supposed to be two different colors. It just looked gross for a while. So this character's design is very inspired by Hajime Shino from Ensemble Stars. And the original character has like blue hair and purple eyes. So I think if I do purple eyes, it'll look too similar to Hajime. But I do like the purple eyes, is the problem. And this is the same problem I had with Svanhilda in Hexenhaus. Is I was like, oh, I really like Shu's eye color, but if I do pink hair and purple eyes, isn't that just gonna look like Shu? So I'm kind of concerned that if I do purple eyes, it's just gonna look like Hajime in a nurse hat. But I'm gonna try it. Something's off about the proportions of their face. It's pissing me off. Little K has a diverse wildlife and corals, but it is uninhabited. I see. Every time I look at their face, I'm like, I like it, I don't like it. I like it, I don't like it. Something is odd. They still have a really long neck, I'm just realizing. Shit. Was it even longer before? How is that possible? They have like a giraffe-ass neck. Bro. I guess if their neck is like... If it's like this, that's not as bad. But like, if it's like this, that's fucking crazy. I feel like this is just Hajime with a different haircut. Did I say his name wrong earlier? It's Hajime. Did I say it wrong? I'm like having psychosis right now. What is happening? Also a lot of mangroves. That's nice. Sentinel Island is inhabited, but the tribe that lives there is completely unincorporated and will throw spears at anyone who comes within throwing distance. Based. I feel like if I do pink, it's gonna compete with this cross here. It's gonna be like too much. If I do pink, it's like way too much, right? It's too pink. It also, I'm struggling because there's also a nurse character that is primarily pink and blue that I don't want it to look too similar to. Nurse character, anime, pink and blue. I don't know the name of the character. Is the problem, but I've seen them a lot on Pinterest. This character. What is this character? Yumemi Ryamu. Oh, from Idolmaster Cinderella. So there is a character that is pink and blue that is also a nurse. So I don't want to step on her toes, but she has primarily pink hair and pink eyes with like a blue underside of her hair. So pink eyes does look a bit like her, but the hair is different enough that I don't think it's a problem. Have you tried light orange? I guess orange is a complementary color to blue. That could be interesting. I just haven't put orange anywhere else in her design, so let me see. Light orange? I don't know whether to go more yellow or more red. Like a goldy color? That could work. Who does that remind me of? The blue hair and the gold eyes? That reminds me of someone. What character is that? Beef Island is crazy. Ginger Island? We got Beef Island and Ginger Island? Let's make a soup, dude. Yellow would make her look like a reptile. Blue tongue, yellow eyes. So true. What is the character with the blue eyes and the blue hair, yellow eyes anime girl? Who is this? Okay, well there are a lot of them. There's a specific character. I can't remember who it is. He looks familiar with the yellow eyes. Oh, I'm thinking of Himeru. Himeru, also from Ensemble Stars. Oh no. I'm thinking of Himeru. That's why. Let me find a picture of Himeru so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Himeru on Stars. Let me just like really quick hack this onto stream. Oh, any of these images would be so funny. Oh, I don't even know which one to pick. But here we go. Save image. And then I'll just pop that onto OBS. Hold on. Oh dear. Image. I know how to use OBS, guys. Should be this one. Do you see what I'm talking about? It's the blue hair and yellow eyes. Why is he huge? Himeru, why are you so large? If you put a red nose on her, she'll look like that character from Ace Attorney, not the clown girl! Not the clown girl. Michael Myers, Pennsylvania politician. Not the Michael Myers, the actor. A different Michael Myers. Hold on. Clown girl. Oh my god, I can't type. Ace Attorney. Cause she has pink hair, right? Yeah, she has pink hair. The only thing that's similar is she has bangs. What are you on about? She doesn't even have pink eyes. Or yellow eyes or anything. Oh no. I just have Himeru haunting the stream right now. Colored hair in general? Well, yeah, but that's because it's anime, bro. It's because it's anime. Oh my god. Oh, I don't know what to do. The yellow's not bad, but it's not anywhere else in the design, so it's kind of like meh. I don't know. was gonna say the white, but that makes no sense. White eyes. I could try the blue, but I don't think that will look good. No, that's way too samey. It's giving, I'm thinking Miku, ooh, you. I love Wiki Roulette. The pink is too much for me. Might stick with the purple. The purple just looks best, but it also looks too much like Hajime, so I don't know. If I change the purple eyes, I might have to change the purple accents on the nails and stuff to a different color as well, but it looks so nice. What if I try this tights color? It's just like a gray. Would they look good with like slate gray eyes? Weirdly enough, I don't hate that. I kind of don't hate that. It's like a blue-gray. That might be the vibe. Low-key. Let me try that. Oh. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe if I go for like a little bit more saturated and more blue for the shadow. That's not right. That's not more blue at all. Why is it not more blue? What the hell? There we go. I like that Splat just being there has become an aspect of the stream. Yeah, Splat. Splat's just like hanging out. He's not hurting anyone except Chiyu. But he's definitely about to bonk. I'm kind of vibing with the gray. And just like having more colored highlights and shadows. It's like not bad. Why is it not that bad? I think I might go with that. It does look a little bit green, which I'm not a fan of. It is blue, but it looks green. Shading looks good. The color seems more tame, which isn't necessarily bad, but maybe it's missing something. Yeah, I think it's just missing like highlights. I think this like darker blue shadow will save it if I like do it nicely. Oh, 1 second. Oh, okay, I'm good. Not bad, could be the right color. Yeah, I'm kind of futzing with it. I kind of like it. Rejoice for I have messily finished my tasks. Yay! And can come back. Yay! Congrats on completing your tasks. I'm proud of you. Let's do this. I like never do this with my eyes shading, but they are like very anime. I don't know. Normally when I shade my eyes, I do this. Do a little bit of this. It'd be higher. And then I usually do like a little bit of overline. Ooh. Sorry, I got jump scared. Danke, danke. That's cute. Oh my god, it's been 3 hours? I didn't realize I'd been streaming for 3 hours. I feel like I just checked and it had been an hour and a half, and now it's been 3 hours. That's crazy. I don't know, I kind of like the gray. I think that works. With the extra glimmer, it looks nice. Yeah, I usually like to add a little bit of highlight. It brings the eyes to life for my characters a lot more. I think this is still a bit messy, but like the concept is there. I see the vision. It's just like I drew his eyes like crooked, which doesn't help. I drew the eye crooked. Is it just the coloring or is it the line as well? The line is also a little bit crooked. It's okay. I'll survive. That's better. Yeah, I don't dislike that. Let me fix this. There, yeah. I think we did a thing. I think this is just about done, honestly. I might add a little bit more like shading in places, gradient in places, just to like wrap it up. I'll probably clean up those teeth because those are looking funky. But I think the base color is good. I'm pretty happy with that. Yippee! We made that together. Thank you guys. I'm trying to think of a nurse-related pun for 3 hours. Now I'm shaking and crying. If you're shaking and crying, maybe you should see a nurse. But yeah, I think I will clean this up and add shading off stream. And I think it's good. I'm a nurse, I do nursery rhymes. Oh, yay, Chiyu. They look like they have braces on because of the line art. Hey, maybe they have braces. You never know. Adult braces. Oh, they're so cute. I might need to shrink their giraffe neck. Mayhaps. But if we ignore that, they're pretty cute. Something's off, bro. Something's off. Something's off. They look deformed. I don't know. It's like I like it and then I don't. Maybe they need eyelashes. I'll fix it off stream. But we did a lot today. I think it's almost done. That was a fast switch. I know, I always do this. I'm like, oh, I think it's done. And then I'm like, no, I hate it. Oh, I didn't draw their ear. Maybe it's just hidden behind their hair. That's fine. I think it would break the silhouette. I don't want to draw the ear. I might just need to like move their features around a little bit. Like the eyes up or something. And move the head down so their neck isn't so long. I think that will do it. Right now their face is like a little bit squished. But overall, they're looking pretty cute. Sorry, I always do this. I always like back and forth a million times. Okay, this is what we made today. Let me turn off the reference so you can see Splat and Chiyu. This is what we made today. Thank you so much for being here, you guys. Dead Valley's sure, but I don't really see how the rest of us helped except for being totally rad. You did help, because I feel like if I didn't have the motivation of being on stream and like having to get it done, I probably wouldn't have gotten it done today. Moral support, exactly. I appreciate you guys being here. It's like, what's that thing called? The ADHD people do that I should do too, where like, because you're working with someone, then you actually get it done, you know? But yeah. Oh, I'm so hungry. I really need to stop streaming so I can go eat something. I'm like, oh my god, it's 6 p.m. No wonder I'm hungry. Shit. Okay, I gotta wrap stream, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll see you soon. And this finished drawing will be in the next video, so look forward to it. Yippee! Thank you. Have a good day, you too! Bye! Did you do a me? What, forget to eat? I mean, I ate lunch. It's just, I didn't realize it was 6 p.m. I gotta go. No, I ate lunch. Bye-bye, Kiri. Bye, Aura's Creed. Bye! I gotta stop chatting. I need to go eat. Bye!